I never imagined I'd be apartment hunting before the semester even ended. But last night finally broke me. Good morning, guys. I honestly didn't think I'd be making this kind of video today, but here we are. If you've ever had a roommate who made you question your sanity, you'll probably understand exactly how I'm feeling. So let me show you what my morning usually looks like. The first thing I do every day is make my bed because it's literally the only part of the room that stays clean. Everything else, that's a different story. My roommate is, let's just say, we have very different definitions of cleanliness. There are always clothes on the floor, empty takeaway containers sitting around for days, dirty dishes that somehow never make it to the sink, and random things scattered everywhere. Sometimes I wonder how one person can create so much mess in such a small room. I've tried cleaning the room a few times because I like living in a clean space, but after a while, I realized I was basically cleaning up after another adult, so I stopped. The funny thing is, she's actually a nice person. We don't argue, and we've never had a big fight. The problem is, I'm not good at confrontation. I hate awkward conversations, so every time I think about telling her how I feel, I convince myself it's not worth the tension. Then there's the other issue. She brings boys over, a lot. Sometimes I'm in the middle of studying, and suddenly the door opens. Sometimes I'm just trying to relax after classes. Sometimes I wake up from a nap and realize someone I don't even know is sitting in our room. She usually acts like it's completely normal, and maybe for her it is, but for me, it's uncomfortable. This is supposed to be my space too. Last night was what finally pushed me over the edge. I had planned everything. I bought snacks, charged my laptop, and told myself I was finally going to finish reading before my class today. I was actually feeling productive for once. Then, around the evening, she walked in with another guy. They started talking, laughing, playing videos on full volume, and acting like they were the only people in the room. I kept waiting for them to leave. An hour passed, then another. At that point, I couldn't concentrate anymore. I packed my books and went to another place just to study in peace. As I was walking back later that night, I asked myself a simple question. Why am I leaving my own room just to feel comfortable? That question stayed in my head all night. This morning, while getting ready for class, I started looking at off-campus apartments on my phone. Nothing fancy. Just somewhere quiet, clean, and peaceful. I know it'll probably cost more than staying in the dorm, and I'll have to budget carefully. But honestly, peace of mind is starting to feel priceless. So that's officially my new mission. I'm going apartment hunting. Hopefully, I'll find a small place where I can study without distractions, sleep without unexpected visitors, and finally come home feeling relaxed instead of stressed. Anyway, I need to head to class now. Wish me luck, because apartment hunting is probably going to be an adventure all on its own. And if you've ever had a roommate that tested your patience, tell me your story in the comments. I'd love to know I'm not the only one. I'll see you in the next vlog. Bye.